the next topic in fraction. Let's remember once again that fraction and decimal, they are interrelated to each other. For example, 2 by 10. This is in fraction, right? So we can also write it as 0.2. 1 0 in the denominator means the decimal should be written one digit before from the right hand side. Okay, so now we will learn how to convert decimals into fractions. They are interrelated. So we can convert the decimals into fractions and similarly the fractions into decimals. So let's start with decimals. Let's take a simple example. Say 0.4. So what is the meaning of 0.4? 0.4 means 4 by 10. Now we have to just simplify this fraction. So what we do? We just cut it by the same number. 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. Or maybe you can say we divide it by the LCM of the numbers in the numerator and the denominator. So 0.4 can also be written as 2 by 5. Let's take one more example. Say 0.8. 0.8 means 8 by 10. Again, let's divide it by the LCM, both the numerator and the denominator. We know the LCM is 2. So dividing both numerator and denominator by 2, what we get? We get 4 by 5. So this is how we convert the decimals into fractions. We can take a bigger example, say 1.6. So what is the meaning of 1.6? 1.6 means 16 by 10. Again, let's cut it 4. Say not divisible by 4, say 2 8 is 16, 2 5 is 10. So 8 by 5 and 8 by 5 is a improper fraction. So we should convert it into mixed fraction. So what we will do? 8 by 5 means 5 ones are 5, 3 by 5. So this way we can convert all the decimals into fractions or say mixed fractions. Okay, so let's take an example. Say the number is 17 by 10. We have to convert it into decimal. So you can do it in two ways. Either you can write it as 7 by 10. It means 1 plus 7 by 10. This means 1 plus 0.7. 7 by 10 means 0.7. So it is 1.7. Or simply having 1 0 in the denominator means the decimal should be placed one digit before from the right. Let's take one more example. Say 2103 by 100. Let's take the shortcut way. How many zeros we have over here? 2 zeros. So from the right hand side, just count it. 1 and 2. So where should be the decimal be placed? It should be placed here. So we will just write 21.03. Let's take this example. Say 1006 by 1000. Now what you will do? How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3. So let's count over here. 1, 2, 3 from the right hand side. So where should the decimal be placed? Here. Let's write it 1.006. Is it clear, class? Let's take one more example. Say 23 by 10,000. So how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. How we will write this decimal? We have only 2 digits in the numerator. What we will do? Write 2, 3. Then this is 1, 2. So we will put 2 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now put the decimal and then 0. So what is this number? 0.0023. But this is possible only in case of decimal fraction. Remember decimal fraction, the fraction in which the denominators are 10, 100, 1000, etc. What will happen if, say, the number is, the fraction is 29 by 4? What we will do in such a case? It's very easy. Simply we have to divide. We have already learned the division. So we will divide 29 by 4. So let's start. 4, 7 ja 28. Subtracted 9 minus 8 is 1. So now what we will do? We will put a decimal over here. So when we put a decimal over here, we get 0 over here. Okay. 4, 2 ja 8. Proceed as simple decimal. 10 minus 8 is 2. Again, as we have decimal over here, we are getting one more 0. Okay. 4, 5 ja 20. So what is our answer? Our answer is 29 by 4 means 7.25. Right? Let's take one more example. Let us convert 15, 17 by 40 into decimal. So this is what? This is a mixed fraction, right? This is a mixed fraction. So what is the first step? We have to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. What we do? The numerator will be 40 into 15, and then we will add this with the numerator plus 17. The denominator remains same. So our number becomes 617 by 40. Now what we have to do? We will divide this 617 by 40. 40, 1 ja 40. 1, and we have 7 comes down. 40. 5 ja 200. Now what we get as a remainder? We have 17, and 17 is not divisible by 40. So what we will do? We will take a decimal over here, and we will get a 0 over here. So 40, 4 ja 160. 0, 7 minus 6, 1. So again, since decimal is over here, we get one more 0. 40, 2 ja 80. 20 is the remainder. Okay, we get one more 0, and we know 45 ja 200. So what is our answer? 15, 17 by 40. When converted into decimal, we will get 15.425. So this is our general method. You can take one example from a decimal fraction and you can check it. This is a general method. What we do? We divide the numerator by the denominator, and then we perform the normal division. Okay class? Now let's study some examples of how to express the kilometers when it's given in different units in kilometers. Say one distance is given. Let's take an example. Let the distance be 5 kilometer and 245 meter. We have to express it only in kilometers. So we already know that 1 kilometer is equal to how much meters? 1000 meters. So we can write this in form of fraction. What it will be? It will be 5 kilometer plus 245 by 1000 kilometer. Right? What is the meaning of 245 meter? It means 245 out of this 1000 kilometer. Now we easily know how to convert this type of decimal fractions into decimal. So what we will write? 5 kilometer plus This will be 0.245 kilometer. How many zeros are there in the denominator? 3. So where it will be? The decimal will be here beside 2, before 2. So 0.245 kilometer. So what is our answer? Our answer will be 5.245 kilometer. So this is how we are converting kilometer and meter into kilometer. We can do the same thing. For example, if the question is like this, it is given in kilometer and you have to convert it into meter. That means this decimal part, the decimal number, that will be converted into meter. So it will be automatically 5 kilometer 245 meter. Right?
Similarly, we can do the conversion for kilogram and gram. Say 5 kg and 35 gram. We have to convert it into kg. So 5 kg plus 35 gram, and again 5 kg plus 35 by 1000, as 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. So it means it is 5 kg plus 0.035 kg. That is 5.035 kg. See the other example, 78 gram. 78 gram means 78 by 1000 kg, which is equal to 0.078 kg. Okay. Next type of sum which we will do is converting rupee and paise into rupees. So let's see the example. Say rupees 35 and 8 paise. So 8 paise can be written as 8 by 100 rupees, because we know that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So it will be rupees 35 plus 0.08. So it is rupees 35.08. See the other example, 38 paise. So 38 paise can be written as rupees 38 by 100, that is rupees 0.38. Okay. So class, please go through the PDF and complete exercise 7B. Thank you.